If you're looking at living in Prince George, you usually have to make a hard decision. Do you want the big estate lot with privacy way out in the outskirts where you have to drive 20 minutes just to get a liter of milk? Or do you want convenience? Most people think convenience means living right downtown in a condo. But there is a third option that often flies under the radar. It's a neighborhood that sits in the geographical bullseye of the city, where the houses have distinct 1960s character, the lots are large, and believe it or not, you might not even need a car. I'm Marc Baselt. I'm not here to just sell you a house. I'm here to help you buy right and find the spot that fits your actual lifestyle, not just your budget. Today we're touring Quinson. It's arguably the most multi-model neighborhood in Prince George, and for the price point, it might just be the smartest investment in the bowl. Let's dive in. First, let's orient ourselves. Quinson is a classic Bowl area neighborhood. It sits immediately north of the Spruceland Shopping Center and just west of Highway 97. In real estate, we talk about location, but here we're talking about access. Because of where this sits on the valley floor, your commute times are almost laughable. You're a 5 to 7 minute drive from virtually everything that matters: the University Hospital, the College of New Caledonia, and the entire downtown business core. If you're a nurse, a trade student, or you work in the city center, this location buys you time back in your day. You aren't fighting traffic coming down the hill or dealing with highway conditions from the north. You are central, and in a winter city like Prince George, that short commute is a massive lifestyle asset. Now let's talk about the houses. Quinson isn't a cookie-cutter subdivision. This area was born in the 1960s boom, so you're seeing that classic mid-century optimism. But I want to stop and talk to the investors or the first-time buyers who want a house hack and live for free. This neighborhood is built on the classic bungalow layout. Why does that matter? Because unlike a split level where putting in a suite is a nightmare, a bungalow usually has a side door that leads right to the top of the basement stairs. It is a natural, ready-made separate entrance. Let's do the math on this, because this is where Quinson really shines. Let's say you pick up a tired, dated bungalow here for $400,000. It needs work, ugly carpets, old cabinets, the works. You put $60,000 into a serious renovation. New kitchens up and down, legalizing that suite, new flooring, you're all in for $460,000. Now look at the rental market. A renovated main floor in this location, close to the hospital and college, can command $2,000. That brand new basement suite, $1,400 a month. That is $3,400 in gross monthly income on a $460,000 total investment. Compare that to buying a brand new home for $750,000 that rents for the same amount. The math in Quinson just works better for cash flow. This is how you use real estate to build financial freedom. However, I need to pause here and give you a reality check. I tell my clients the honest truth, and the truth is that 1960s homes come with 1960s problems. You need to budget for the unsexy stuff. First, aluminum wiring. A lot of the homes in Quinson were built during the era when copper was expensive, so they used aluminum. That doesn't mean the house is going to burn down, but it does mean you need to check if it's been pigtailed with copper connectors. If it hasn't, your insurance company might give you a headache or charge you a premium. Second, the word asbestos. In this era, it was common in drywall compound, vintage floor tiles, and sometimes insulation. Before you go swinging a sledgehammer for that renovation we just talked about, you need to test. Third, perimeter drains. In the 60s, they often used clay tiles. Over 60 years, those can collapse or get clogged with roots. When you're writing an offer here, we aren't just looking at the pretty backsplash. We're inspecting the electrical panel and scoping the drain tile. That's how you protect your wallet and ensure you aren't buying a money pit. You can't talk about this neighborhood without talking about its heartbeat, Quinson Elementary and Quinson Park. This isn't just a place to drop the kids off, it's a legitimate community hub. The school itself is a heritage site, built with a radical design for the time called the Winnetka Plan, hexagonal gyms, and pentagon classrooms designed to foster community. And just down the road, you have Quinson Park. As you can see, this isn't just a patch of grass. You've got a fully fenced playground area, which parents love for the safety, and picnic tables, and it's surrounded by these massive, mature fir trees that give you shade in the summer. It feels private and tucked away, making it a perfect spot for young families to gather after school. You're right next to Spruceland Shopping Center. You can walk to save on foods, grab a coffee, hit the gym, or go to the urgent care center. And you have the Spruceland Bus Exchange to take you anywhere you want to go in town. For a one-car family or a student, that convenience is worth its weight in gold. So So is Quinson the right move for you? If you're looking for a brand new construction, huge estate lots, or that rural quiet, this is not it. These are older homes that will need maintenance, updates, and due diligence. But if you are a value-focused buyer who wants to be close to the action, this is a winner. For a young family, you get a heritage community school and a great park. For an investor, you get the perfect bungalow layout to create cash flow. And for anyone who wants to ditch the long winter commute, you get the best central access to the city. It's affordable, it's accessible, and it has a community heart that a lot of newer subdivisions just don't have. I hope this tour gave you a clear picture of what living in Quinson is actually like. If you found value here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next neighborhood deep dive. I'm Marc Basselt, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.